let's do this. How did Terra start? It's an interesting question. I think we always have to remember that the root of Terra goes back to my father. I then got involved 40 years later in 1997 when I took over the business from Dad. But always on the same mission and core values that he had. Knowledge is at the foundation of Terra.
And it comes from the head right down. Andrew, he is passionate about knowledge, and everything is knowledge driven.
I helped my dad. I would go into his office and see he had all these books, and he was a meticulous note taker of everything that he learned about all the transactions that happened. And that was his repository of knowledge. We started with no one on day one. I think employee number 1 was Joy Hinkson, and Hayden came in maybe 2 or 3 down the line from there.
It's the secret sauce. Capturing and storing and mining and interpreting knowledge. It's what makes us different. It's who we are. In fact, it's in our DNA.
Without a doubt, knowledge is in our DNA. We need it to grow. We need it to function.
Knowledge means learning everything that you can about the market that you're in.
So without that knowledge, we actually could not offer the best information or the best recommendation in a lot of cases.
We're able to provide people with market knowledge and data that they wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. But I think that we hire the right people, and I think they have the same DNA in their system as well. It's the Terra blood.
One thing to pass on information, but it's another thing to pass on your knowledge and actually see it be executed and see it being used.
Knowledge is about not only learning things from a textbook. Knowledge is day-to-day living with people, understanding them. I hope, even at the age of 75, to continue gaining knowledge. And I gain so much knowledge from the young people.
That knowledge comes from the people who gather that knowledge, collate that knowledge.
Terra has a lot of initiatives that really support the staff in terms of their professional development. The Christina Evelyn Award, that takes it a step further.
To have the opportunity to gain more knowledge and not have to worry about the financial side of it is a great thing.
My first big moment with Terra is when I won the Christina Evelyn Award. That was a great opportunity for me to go and study, get some more knowledge.
We wanted to keep that process that she started, that mission that she started going. And that's when we created the Christina Evelyn Award, and we pay 100% of the education for someone in the firm every year that demonstrates that passion and that commitment. So the people side of it, blended with the knowledge, blended with the technology, is what has allowed us to build a marketplace.
Our systems weren't as automated as they are today, so I did a lot of the manual work in terms of processing photos and things like that.
And I remember you coming and giving me a stack of diskettes to carry over to Chris Hoyos at Insight when we were building the website for the first time, and every picture of every property was still on. You remember those? So what were they? 4.5? 3.5s.
In terms of the payroll system, when I remember Marva using that, I think that was something named Sharp, which is probably extinct now.
Thank heavens for all of the amazing tools that we now have.
We started the genesis of what has become our computer system now, which we call RED, the real estate database.
It is the best tool in the entire market in Barbados and likely globally.
We need to throw out what we did yesterday and make sure we're doing something new tomorrow. I think making sure we have that culture of embracing change and evolving, to me that's the most important aspect of that.
A constant change.
Change. Change.
Totes.
That change.
When I started, there were just 7 employees. We're now over 100 employees.
I've seen a lot of changes. Prior to me joining, we used to outsource our IT to a company. So when I came in, I sort of changed quite a few things.
Yeah, we've had a bit of change as well. I think especially in the last year, they've tried to make the company feel more like a family.
I think the push towards technology and towards automation and being the industry leader in that regard has probably come to the forefront.
We have watched very closely technology in other industries. We gathered information about what it was you were asking us for, and we matched that with what properties that we had.
I think the Terra Group is going to be the Alexa of real estate.
We have the right platform to do that because we've gathered the knowledge, because we have great people who have these ideas and we are willing to take a risk and do it.
Who we are today cannot be who we are tomorrow.
Knowledge is what sets our team apart from everybody else in the industry.
we are honest with our clients, it proves to them that integrity is part of our DNA, part of our core values.
The way we kind of drop everything for our clients. I think that is one of our strengths.
Culture is almost the glue of the firm, and culture interrelates with those values. And then they deliver those with integrity and with caring.
My team in particular, my guys, they're like family to me. They are my brothers. I have a team that is passionate, and I love working with them.
So far, being at Terra has taught me that my ideas are valid, that there's a reason why I was brought on board, that I am offering something to the team.
Everybody is really friendly and supportive. Like, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you come in and everyone smiles and happy. That can just uplift you and change your day entirely.
I had one day, I was feeling so overwhelmed. I was 5 seconds away from a nervous breakdown. And Lizanne in advisory, she came up to me and she just gave me a hug. She said, you look like you need this. And I felt my entire body just leave me. And in that moment, I knew this was where I needed to be.